I just stick to Second Life, which is like it came before VR chat.
Oh, what's that like?
It's like VR chat without the VR headset.
Huh.
It's also some. I wouldn't call it an MMO, but it's a medium that kind.
Mm-hmm.
What's it again?
People,
Second Life.
Second Life, yeah.
Second
People
Life.
make their own worlds in it, and it's actually it's around for quite a long time, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
2004.
Oh yeah. Okay, I see.
If you download Second Life, do not download the Second Life viewer. Download Firestorm instead. It runs it smoother. Did you hear me?
What?
Did you hear me? Or did my mic?
Your mic.
I said if you download Second Life, don't download the Second Life viewer. Download the Firestorm viewer to log into it. Makes things a lot smoother.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna start to send you guys the link to the stream now. Let's see, live. Yeah. I don't think it's gonna do that. Don't you agree, Roy?
Hopefully.
Yeah. Okay, here's the link to the stream right there. And I'm gonna put it in the server as well.
Okay.
Let's see, Streams of Doom. Okay.
Yeah. I'm translating the titles of the Invader Zim episodes, and I've noticed, well, I've actually noticed that quite a long time ago, but still, the word Doom can't be correctly into Russian, so I need to choose my words carefully when I'm trying to translate. It really depends on the context. Yeah.
What is this Doom you speak of?
Yeah.
Which one of the four kinds we have?
Doom, 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 and Doom.
The subtle doom, the moderate doom, or the highly accurate doom?
Or Doom.
Or the passive-aggressive doom?
Mm.
The one that gives you post-it notes.
Oh no. Yeesh. Yeesh. Let's see here. Oh, as soon as I get my new laptop, Roy, I'm gonna need your help setting up OBS Studios again to make sure everything's okay before I start streaming again. Yeah, here's the link to it.
Know what you want to keep from this computer?
Yes. Okay. I want to keep, like, I put all of my music that I want to keep in my music folder. And I have, I want to bring Psy over. I want to bring, what else do I want to bring over? I want to bring Manga Studio 5 over, because that's what I use to make comics and stuff. So, I want to bring that over. Let's see, leave is fun. Others. Let's see here. No groups or anything. This other. Okay. Gotta come on the stream. Yesterday's stream was so obnoxious that I just want to do a private call this time, like this, a call like this one instead of the server call. Cause yesterday it was so intense. We like there was like a 6-year-old on David's end from David's microphone just swearing and saying shit, and eventually the kid said, "Go kill yourself." I'm like, no.
What did they say?
They said, "Go kill yourself."
Oh my god.
Yeah.
What was that, like somebody's little brother or something?
It was David's little brother.
I see.
Yeah. There's a link, and it didn't help that Frank was just swearing and shouting back at him. It just made shit worse, to be honest. So I'm just gonna give myself a break and do a private call today.
Yeah, makes sense.
Oh, I'm glad I wasn't there for that.
Yeah, I don't think you can handle that pretty well. You probably like, I'm out. I am out of this.
Yeah, man. Gone.
Yeah. I remember being on several TeamSpeaks where you actually get kicked from the voice channel if you aren't able to basically, you know, manage it in a way that you have silence in the background, like nobody's talking and stuff like that.
Basically background sound.
Yeah, because especially if you're in a team where people are a long time, a couple of hours a day, then that can get quite annoying, like a Chinese water card.
Oh god. Well, in Discord there is a way that I can mute mute people just by right-clicking their name and stuff, so that's somewhat similar, I guess.
Well, it's not. Yeah, sorry.
Oh yeah, Renee, I finally found you on For Affinity. I've added you.
Did you find me as Renee's inner Urkin?
Yeah.
Okay, good. That's me. Just to make sure you follow the right person and not an imposter. Just to make sure you didn't.
Ah, okay, yeah, I got you.
Let me make an
Roy's mic is glitching. Your mic just glitched. What did you say? Yeah, it glitched.
Let me make an account that is called not literally.
People will be very confused because Renee is quite a common name.
Pictures with inverted
By the way, Renee, is that your real name?
That's my middle name. That's the name I want to be addressed by.
Ah, okay. I see.
It's a name that makes more sense to me as a person than my first name.
I'd like to be called Jeffrey.
That's not my name. Shut up.
I can go either by Fiery or Flamey, or like Tati, Tanya.
Oh, my aunt's name is Tanya.
Yeah,
I like that name.
My full name is Tatiana actually, but it's Tanya for short.
Oh, I can easily remember Tanya because that's my aunt's name, so I can.
That's cute.
Yes, it's a link to my YouTube stream for those that would like to attend it. Okay. Yeah. Okay, and I tweeted it out. Check how many people was in the stream. Full. I could finish the collab today, so let's see. I colored Zim and Dib already, I just have to color the background. Then it's finished. Can you imagine that Dib acting casually? That nightmare Dib acting casually.
Oh my god. I'm looking at Nightmare Deep.
Oh, the one from the collab?
Yeah.
You imagine him acting casually? Like he's like sitting down and reading a book.
Lol.
Smooth jazz music in the background.
Yeah, man. Jazz.
It would be very strange if both of the Dibs actually did get along. That'd be odd. And kind of funny.
Going wild and playing Scrabble all night. Like Leisure Dude Bros.
They both figure out ways to get to expose Zim.
By the way, how do I refer to you, Skajet?
Oh, just Roy. Just Roy.
How again?
Roy, like R-O-Y, Roy.
Roy?
Yes.
Like Roy Black or Roy Lichtenstein
or Roy's our boy.
I try to remember that. Roy, I like your voice.
Thank you.
It's so calm.
Yes, I've heard people tell me that I should make relaxation CDs, which is I always get mixed feelings because on the one side it's nice to have such a voice, but on the other side, like when you talk, people start to sleep, which is nice.
Yeah.
Hey, how are you? Like,
It tends to be that I noticed that people with relaxing voices on YouTube usually read creepypastas, so that kind of keeps people awake because it's spooky.
that's probably why, yeah.
Or they make ASMR videos.
Oh.
Stop that! Stop that noise, Roy.
That was ASMR. I tried.
ASMR is good when it's done right. I don't like the roleplay ones. Those ones make me feel weird, but I like some of the other ones.
And then, Chaotic Tokyo, how do I refer to you?
Just call me chaotic.
Chaotic!
Chaotic.
Yeah.
Okay.
Chaotic's meat. Yes.
Chaotic.
Join my Smeet army.
Chaotic.
Are you taking notes on who to call what?
Yeah, one can write a note down the icon of the person. So that I remember. Just in case.
Yay. That's good. That's very good.
Yeah. In Russian it's house, not chaos. I mean in English it's K. It sounds like K, but in Russian it's H.
Oh.
Yeah, like chaos, house. Yeah, so like chaotic, chaotic, yeah.
We learn new things every day.
Tramway. I can Russian.
Tramway. You know what that word means?
Yes.
That's good. And do you guys know?
It's what the Polish call a tramway.
Well, it's a kind of somewhat like a bus, but it's not really a bus because it's on the railways. And
Isn't the word actually tram?
Yeah, that's a tram.
I always have to think about it too, how to explain, and then I realize, wait, there's a word actually for that.
Well, at least it's not tramp.
Yeah, it's basically a subway on the street.
Yeah, somewhat like that.
Oh.
A
They
trolley.
have,
Like a
trolley
trolley.
buses and buses.
That's kind of like a bus train, right?
Yeah, yeah. It's
Yeah, I
basically
like
what you have in
those.
San Francisco. It's
Yeah,
like
a trolley.
They look cool.
It's
well,
a
they
trolley.
differ in appearance, but they always have some historical value because they actually started out in the Industrial Revolution too, which is nice. Well, depends when that is, but you know. I
Do you
think
know? Sorry.
Hmm.
but,
Sorry for interrupting you. You may continue.
no, you do.
Okay, thanks. Well, I actually wanted to ask, do you guys know what a trolley bus is?
No.
It's like a bus, but it's running on electricity, and it has those stick-like things connected to the.
Oh, I thought that was what we were talking about.
No, that's a different thing.
Oh.
basically-
Those are trolley cars.
Right.
Just imagine people thinking about transportation service, and one guy's going, "How about we take a train and just put it directly in the street?" Like, and that's a tram basically. It's also.
Aren't they also in Germany, Roy?
Oh yeah, and it's really funny in Berlin because you really see the difference between East and West Berlin.
Ooh.
Wait. Sorry.
What were you gonna say?
No, what I want to say is like when you're in West Berlin, you don't have barely any trams, but in East Berlin you have a lot of them.
Mm.
A lot of tram, how's it called, rails and stuff like that too.
Yes.
I just wanted to ask Roy.
Yes, I am.
Oh, that's nice.
I'm
Oh,
sorry to
Germany
disappoint.
sounds cool.
I already told you that that I have different friends from different places.
Yeah, you did. You totally did.
I like
And
Germany. Sounds cool.
Yeah, Germany is nice. A friend from Moscow. Well, she lives near Moscow. She visited München.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, not so long ago. She's fond of Germany. She knows German. She's learning German at university, and yeah, she knows English. She likes German literature also.
Holy moly. Like, how hard is German for her? Do you know? Did she say that? How difficult it is to learn German?
I'm not sure, but as far as I know, she was one of the best students in her group.
Okay.
Yeah.
I always hear that German is quite hard to learn, but I can't obviously don't say because.
Yeah. Well, I actually tried to learn some German while at school, but then I decided to concentrate on English only because it was quite hard for me to get a grasp of two languages at the same time, and I needed to pass my exams anyway.
Yeah.
So, yeah, unfortunately, I still don't know German, but at university, I've chosen French as a second language, and for me, it is rather difficult.
Oh boy.
Yeah, but I still like German. I like both German and French. They sound nice in their own ways.
That is true.
Yeah. By the way, sorry for interrupting you once again.
No problem.
I just wanted to say that from what I hear so far, your English is rather good.
Thank you very much. I don't really know myself, to be honest, because I always get some mixed opinions about that. But I noticed that also depends on the time of day, it seems. It's weird.
Wait, what?
Yeah, my ability to speak English really depends on the time.
Understandable. For instance, I speak in a verse way when I'm tired.
Yeah,
Oh.
I get that too. It's really
Yeah, besides, it's rather hard for me to speak properly. I mean, all these sounds and stuff. I mean, like when talking to you guys, I'm all casual and stuff like that, so that I don't really care that much about pronunciation. But in fact, I really should in order to practice.
Oh.
I understand you, and I don't feel like you're making any like major mistakes where I would have to ask again what you said. Like,
That's good because, well, actually, I had phonetics lessons at university on the first course, and we've been taught like we need to have uh, the English speech in a way the Britain speakers in the Britain speakers way, so that we have to pronounce all the sounds that way because it's like prestigious or something.
oh boy, no.
Yeah. So, but I still feel that I pronouncing some sounds the American way just because I'm kind of got used to it. For instance, in British English, as far as I remember, they pronounced the sounds. They don't pronounce the R sound at the end of some words, like walker, not walker, but walker.
Walker.
Yeah, but I always pronounce like Walker because I just got used to it, and that's American pronunciation. Yeah.
Actually say the American pronunciation is better in the sense that it's more understandable.
Well, yeah.
I get why one would want to learn the British English, but as it is a very nice way to talk. But I think if it comes down to usefulness, I think American English is a bit better. Like one of the big differences is that if you speak American English, you open your mouth more. Like British English, I feel like you always have your teeth together most of the time.
Yeah, yeah, so true.
And I think I understand. Like I'm using English sites and play games on in English and stuff like that. All the media for more than 10 years now. And I was last year in England, and I still had trouble to understand people. I was really surprised how much I had to ask again what they said.
You mean like? Sorry, didn't quite get you. You mean to ask when you talk to people?
Yeah, when I talk to people and let's say they ask me whether I want something eat here or take out, stuff like that. I wasn't able to understand it in England, which is really weird.
Wait, you visited England?
Yes, last year.
Ah, okay, I got what you mean.
Sorry.
Yes, I'm sorry too because I'm still not really used to speaking English like this, to actually talking to real people who speak English. So I might.
It's good practice. It's good practice.
Yeah. I really need practice. It's really great that I can have it now.
That's really good. Yeah.
Yeah, because at university it's like an artificial English environment because we still can speak Russian, and there might be some stuff that that can be said only by the native speakers and by foreign speakers because Russian English has its own well, features, so to speak, so that I can clearly hear it when most of the time I can clearly hear it that the person who is speaking English is actually a Russian by the signs.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, sounds like the accent and maybe some expressions that we actually use in Russian and that can't be heard in the actual English, stuff like that.
Yeah, I get that. We have that too, I think, with German, but I don't have many people that I like. Most of my German friends I don't talk to in English, so I don't know those. Like the biggest thing is of course the th pronunciation that gets butchered a lot.
Oh yeah.
You know, like instead of thing you say sing and stuff like that as
Yeah. There's the same problem because people don't know how to pronounce the th sound. They pronounce it like S.
Exactly, because it's at least for the tongue, it's like the next thing to the th thing. So
Yeah, indeed.
indeed, yes, quite.
Hmm?
Indeed.
Yeah. On the other hand, in Russian, we have a sound U that doesn't exist in English.
It sounds like E. It sounds like EU or EO, I think.
Yeah, it's kind of close to E, but not quite. I love this sound though. It's just funny.
They should have a Invader Zim species that only speaks like that.
Sorry, can you repeat, please?
As I said, they should have a Invader Zim species that speaks like that. Just only those sounds.
Yeah, that would have been cool. Oh wait, your R is good. I mean, yeah, tramvay. Yeah, your R is good.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, very much.
What I like is when we actually had in the English classes in school, we once had a text that was English, but all the phrases were literally translated from German. So you had stuff like, I think I spider, which is literally translated a phrase in German that means so much like, I think I don't see that right, or am I crazy, or something like that.
Oh.
Hello, Prince of Darkness. Welcome to the chat.
Oh, we have another person in the chat?
No, we don't. I don't think we do.
Stream chat.
Oh. Yeah. Hi, Prince of Darkness.
Ooh. Okay. I'm gonna get this color back
You mean he's not in the call, but he's in like the chat?
The stream. Remember, this is a private call, not a public call, so people can't get in.
Yeah. By the way, Roy, what time is it for you now?
It's I wanted to use the 24-hour systems almost. It's 5:47 p.m.
You can use the 24-hour system because we use it in Russia here in Russia too. So I'll tell you.
Yeah, that's. I'm always I like that quite a lot. It saves the PM part.
Yeah.
24 hours, good. 17 o'clock.
17. Okay. Okay, I see. And we have like 1947.
Oh, okay.
Right now. Yeah, it's like 7 p.m. almost 9. Oh wait, not 9, 8. Yeah.
I see.
1748
for me, so I'm still in the Renaissance.
Yeah,
the future.
Yeah. I think I have the earliest time of you all.
I think so too.
Yeah, since I live in the Moscow time zone.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I mean, I don't live in Moscow. I live in the north of Russia. I'm from the Republic of Karelia, and to be more exact, I'm from Petrozavodsk. That's the capital of the Republic of Karelia, and we border on Finland.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's quite the north, yes.
Yeah, it's not the north as, for instance, Murmansk, because Murmansk is far way to the north. It's even no, well, how to say it in English? Up way in the north, even more than we are.
Far more north, or I don't know.
In Russian, it would be севернее. I mean, like north in Russian is север, and to say like more north is севернее. Yeah, I'm not sure whether there is such a construction in English.
It's norther.
Norther, yeah.
Well, much more north, I think, is a way to say. Or
well, in English we say northern.
Northern.
Yeah.
Okay, not way more northern.
Mm.
Yeah,
There you go.
Murmansk is one of our how to say ports. Yeah, for ships.
Ah, yeah.
Yeah.
Ships. OTPs.
Ship.
OTPs.
Yeah. The shipping town city.
It's my OTP.
Mm.
Yeah. And now, can you imagine people living in Japan or in Vladivostok? I mean, in the eastern part of Russia. For them, it is almost midnight, I guess,
Oh, yes, yeah.
or something.
They're probably sleeping right now.
Yeah. You know, it's actually interesting. Then I've been walking in a street a few days ago, and then I'd be thinking, right now, I guess the people from the US are sleeping, and here I am walking. It is day here, but it is night for them.
Yeah, certainly. It can get quite weird when you go to bed and 3 a.m. In the morning you suddenly get a notification from Discord, and especially people that live in America start to talk to each other because they're back from work or something.
Yeah, true.
And then you have Americans who don't give a damn about time zones, and they're like night owls and shit.
Yeah.
Like me.
Yeah. By the way, I'm glad that your streams, I mean Renee's streams, are on such time because it's like evening for me, but it still isn't too late.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah, they begin like at 8 p.m. or something, or 9 usually.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's enough time to be around for 1 or 2 hours at least.
Yeah, yeah.
I spent time.
Sorry. I just wanted to ask my mom something. She just walked into a room. Sorry.
Oh.
Pardon moi. Мам. О, слушай, можешь мне что налить, пожалуйста?
Добрый день.
Сейчас тут покурим, да? Хорошо. Sorry.
No.
I'm trying to fix the shading.
That
Okay.
dip looks spooky.
Yes.
Nightmare dip. Oh my god.
God, glasses.
Yeah.
Made of glasses.
The most terrifying thing is the glasses.
Yeah, right.
Oh no, they can't read. No.
By the way, Roy, did they air? Well, as far as I know, they aired Invader Zim in Germany, right?
They aired it? Yes, they did. That's why I know it all.
Yeah, you're lucky because in Russia the Nickelodeon never aired it on our Russian Nick channel.
Damn, that sucks bad, don't it?
Yeah. I'm wondering whether they are going to air that new movie that's going to.
I don't see why they wouldn't air it because it's fucking 2018.
Yeah. Agreed. But now I'm worrying about the translation of the movie, about what the voice actors will sound like, stuff like that.
So apparently in Japan, Zim has a female voice actor, but I can't really tell the difference between the voices, the American and Japanese voice.
And about the translation, the thing is, I am the one who translates the Invader Zim comics. I mean, unofficially, of course, but still. And so I get the grasp of the show, of the universe, I mean, of the language that the characters usually use, of all these strange words and stuff. I mean, I know the way how to translate them already. So I'm worried that the official translation would be not as good as it could be. Yeah, honestly, I want to who will translate it officially, but I'm not sure whether they will give me the job, since I haven't even finished university yet, and I have no real job experience.
I mean, some people get their jobs while they're in university and just continue afterwards.
Yeah, that's cool.
Like that.
Yeah, I wanted to do something like that too, but it's rather complicated because well, just yesterday I got to know that Arnold's Hey Arnold, the Jungle movie has been translated into Russian and dubbed by one Moscow dub studio. And I guess that the same guys are gonna dub Invader Zim movie if it's gonna be shown in Russia. Yeah, so I'm thinking that maybe I should write them sometime later and ask
You
for a
should.
job or something.
You should do it before it's too late.
Yeah. But I'm afraid they'll either not reply me, as those guys from Nickelodeon did, because I wrote them too. I asked them whether I can get a job in order to translate Invader Zim comics officially, and they just left no reply. They just ignored me. And now I'm afraid there might be the same situation, or they'll just tell me that they've already got experienced translators working for them and that they need no help from newbies like me.
Well, I told you that you're not gonna know until you do it, unless you're not gonna find out unless you try. Because because like if you don't try, then there's a definite that you're not gonna get it because you didn't try to get it.
Yeah, I totally agree with you, Renee. And I think I will try. I'm just not sure about the time when I exactly should do that. Should it be closer to the actual movie? I mean, when it comes out, or should I do it now, or maybe when the trailer comes out? I'm not sure.
I think you should do it before anything happens.
So like
The sooner the better is a saying we have over here.
Oh, okay. Well, we have such a saying in Russian too, by the way. Yeah, the sooner the better. You have it in German too, right?
Yep, indeed. Je früher, desto besser.
That's nice to have common sense.
Yes.
Nice to have common sense, yes.
Common sense, yeah.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah, and what else did I want to say? Well, and I'm surely going to talk to Ricky Simons about the issue too.
Yeah, you should.
Yeah, I haven't told you guys. I mean, Renee already knows about it, but I'll tell you guys. The thing is, Ricky Simons, the voice of Girl, is coming to Moscow next month. Yeah, so I've already talked to my parents about it, and they agreed that I go to Moscow at the beginning of the next month so that I can meet him.
That's great.
Yeah, and also I've written he'll be at the comic festival, and they said in their group that they need volunteers in order to set everything up, to meet the guests and stuff like that. So I wrote them that I want to be a volunteer and accompany Ricky Simons. So if they allow me, it might become true.
Nice, yeah.
It might come true. Yeah, that would have been great.
Try all chances you get. Like, I think it's a bit weird, but I think a sociopath once said, like a very successful one in economy, that life is for him like a gumball machine. If you don't get the right gumball, he just puts in another quarter.
Yeah, so true.
Because at some point, statistically, you gotta get a grip on the gumball you want. Which is nice, but
yeah.
Also, if you get refused, at least from my experience, like not that I got refused, but I have a work and we get sometimes people who want to join the company. Like it's just that people seek for qualified personnel. They don't try to make people look bad if they are not qualified. Like so if you get refused, it's probably not going to be like, are you stupid or something?
Yeah, I get it.
It's just like, sorry, just not who we look for. That.
Yeah.
It does not mean, of course, like I know that if I would get that thing, I would still need a day and a very big cup of ice cream to cope with that emotional stuff. But
yeah, I agree.
thank you. I go now.
No, don't leave. Don't leave, Roy.
Alright.
No, I'm still here.
That's good.
I just like how the conversation ended. I agree. Thank you. Goodbye.
Yeah, like in those dialogues, right?
Yeah. Like, comment, and subscribe.
Yeah.
I like how doing the shading here. It's just a subtle shade, but still.
It's very light.
Ish.
I can see it because I have eyes.
What now?
I am Captain Obvious.
Captain Obvious.
I'll be right back. Drink stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll be right back too. I just need to do something real quick. Yeah.
Oh, Roy actually reminded me when you said drink, I forgot to shake the straw. Oh, that's the wrong tool that I need to do. Oh, there. Everything appears to be somewhat good. Oh, I forgot something. Shading on it, I think it's.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
And chaotic, you're from the US, right?
I'm Britain.
Ah, sorry. I just, I know it's like a stupid idea.
I'm actually.
Sorry. Continue, please.
I'm actually kind of surprised that you're Britain because I can't hear the accent.
Yeah, I do that on purpose.
Why do you do that on purpose?
I live in Scotland, and it's not exactly the best accent. I don't want to sound like Shrek.
Oh, I have friends that are British. Do not be ashamed.
No, Scotland. In Britain, Scotland. Like, that's like the worst.
Wait, you're from Scotland?
Mm-hmm.
I still like different accents. I still like to hear different accents, regardless of where you're from.
It's just that I wanted to say it's a stupid idea to assume that everyone who speaks English is from the US. I understand. Yeah, because there's Great Britain after all. There's Australia. There's Canada.
I mean, I can understand why you thought that. I mean, I sound American, so.
Oh. Yeah. Well, anyway, our teacher has always told us that British English is the best. So we need to speak British English.
So, what do you think of the picture? You like it?
Yeah.
Yeah, me too.
I love it.
I love them's face.
As Zim is the only one that's in the actual Invader Zim style, while the other two are in more of a realistic style.
Yeah.
I'll save it as a. Let me make sure I have
What's Sim drinking out of his little drinking cup?
just a random drink. I don't know what Earthians would drink. I don't think they would drink water, especially from Earth, because yeah.
Some weird purple stuff, probably.
It's Erkin soda.
Yep. Some smoking slushy. Спасибо.
It's chocolate milk.
Yeah.
At first, when I was watching the series, I thought it was weird that Zim had like a thing against like meat, like it would like make him burn. But now it makes sense because like food from another planet probably be toxic to people from other planets.
Yeah. I have a headcanon that
Ooh, who's
they
back?
can't. Hi noodles.
They got noodles.
Well, they can't hear me though. I just wanted to say that I have a headcanon that Zim is allergic to milk.
No,
Aww.
that makes sense though.
Yeah.
Does he like break out and stuff? Like he gets bumps when he consumes this?
Yeah, some kind of that.
Paper. Let's see. Sketch. Oh, who left?
It was noodles again.
It's probably the internet connection.
Thank you.
Yeah. That's nice to meet people from different countries.
Yeesh.
So what time is it for you there?
Me?
Yeah.
Just 5 o'clock. 8 minutes by 5.
5 o'clock, you mean 5 p.m., right?
Yeah.
That's basically the same as in Germany.
Yep. It is. Yep.
I didn't know that.
I mean, I just asked Roy about it, and he said it's 5 o'clock for him too.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. I'm not really sure about the time zones in Europe, how much of them are there. Yeah, but in Russia we have like a lot.
Oh, yeah, Russia's really big, but here it's all the same.
Yeah.
And in the US there is 3. There's Pacific, Central, and Atlantic?
Yeah, I remember, but there are only 3 of them.
Yeah.
And we have like, let me see, because I don't remember. Let me Google it. Google is my best friend. No, I'm just kidding. About 9. Wait, no. 11.
I'm gonna figure out what I want to draw next.
Let me check again. Yeah, there are 11 time zones in Russia. That's quite a lot. Yeah, from Kamchatka to Kaliningrad.
Ooh, maybe I could try drawing that.
Then all was quiet.
Hmm?
Yeah.
Aww.
The weird quietness. Well, actually, about all that dubbing stuff, I mean, waiters and dubbing, I'm not on the one hand, I'm pretty much sure they're going to request. I mean, Nick is going to request the same studio for dubbing Zim as they did for Arnold. But on the other hand, I'm not sure because, well, anything is possible after all.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but yeah, I still probably should write to them.
You should. You really should. I suggest doing it sooner than later.
Yeah, yeah. I just hope they won't ignore me. I'd be glad to get at least some reply, even though even if it will be not really positive.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But I can imagine them considering you since you are fluent in Russian. So we'll just gotta wait and see.
Yeah.
Oh, Rennie.
Yeesh.
Remember that link I gave you?
What link?
To the B movie.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sometimes like stuff pops up and it can be like kind of.
Huh?
Yeah, but it won't fuck up your computer. But it's kind of weird.
What do you mean stuff pops up? Like
a new window.
Oh.
I remember watching the movie as a kid. I didn't really get it.
What movie?
The movie.
Yeah. Oh.
Wait.
I'm talking about a website, not the B movie.
Sorry, I didn't quite catch it, but I'm just remembered all the memes about the B movie, and I don't get it. I just don't get it.
I don't get the B movie in general, to be honest.
Yeah, me too.
I'm hearing music. Where's that music coming from?
I'm watching a Disney movie. Sorry about that.
You might want to mute that because I don't want copyrights on my streams.
Oh, okay. Okay. Well, hold. What? God damn it!
Those damn copyrights.
Yeesh. Trying to draw Melvin in the stray jacket.
Melvin and the Chipmunks.
My name's Ralph.
You gotta mute it or close the window or something.
Oh, welcome back, Roy.
Hello.
Hello, Roy.
By the way, I also wanted to say that apart from meeting Ricky next month, I'll also be able to finally meet my friend whom I've already been talking about. I mean, that one who likes Germany and who knows German. She lives in like city of Moscow. Yeah, so I'm gonna meet her for the first time in about almost 9 years.
Damn. Okay.
Yeah, we already know each other for about 9 years, almost. So that would be our first time meeting in real life. I'm also excited about it.
Understandable, yes.
Yeah. Her name is Nadia.
Nadia.
Nadia, yeah.
Look at Melvin. Look at Melvin. Yeah, I've actually had it that at some point he actually does get mental help, stuff like that.
Yeah, I remember you mentioned it.
Yeah. Matthew helps him get that. So.
By the way, does he still eat human flesh after getting mental help?
No. He stops.
Okay.
He has to be on medication though, or else all of that work will be gone down the drain. He has to take medication.
Yeah. Makes sense.
Eating tofu.
Well, he can still eat normal food, just not human flesh.
Yeah, that's spooky actually. All that cannibalism stuff.
Melvin, why do you like pork? It tastes like humans.
Yeah. Wait, does pork really taste like humans?
I don't know, man.
That's good that you don't know.
Yeah,
I
I would
guess.
be concerned if somebody knew why it tastes like human or how much.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh, who's that?
Noodles.
Hello.
Is Otis connection therapy?
Yes.
Oh. Is your internet just bad or?
My internet is cutting out and I don't know why.
Damn.
It sucks.
I know.
By the way, your icon seems rather familiar to me.
Oof.
Yeah. Have you drawn it yourself?
No.
Okay. Asking just in case. I think I know the artist. I just don't remember their nickname. Ah.
What?
Oh my god, Instagram. Why?
What's going on?
There's a kind of a doll. No, let me see. What is it?
What a romantic story that is.
Oh my god.
So this person just got her 2 American Girl dolls and just started to make them stuff.
Oh. Why are you telling us that?
And then they sing that one Beyonce song that was in that one movie that everyone hated.
What movie?
50 Shades of Grey.
No, I haven't seen that movie. Apparently, there's a second one coming out.
Yeah, I haven't seen
The
it.
second one already came out. I was the last one.
What?
I think the second one already came out.
The 50 Shades of Freedom or something.
Yeah. Or like 50 Shades Darker. I think they're making a 50 Shades of Freed now.
Ah, Freed? Okay, because I've seen the poster in the cinema.
Yeah.
I've never watched that thing.
My mom watched it before and she said it was horrible.
Of course it would be horrible. What did you expect it to be?
It was basically knockoff Twilight, but without vampires.
I watched Twilight. I mean, at least the first movie. I mean, with my boyfriend, and we laughed while watching. It's so funny.
I thought 50 Shades of Grey was actually a based on a fan fiction based on Twilight.
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah, true.
Is it?
Yeah.
It is.
I did not know that.
There you go. The more you know.
Yeah.
But I remember when my mom, she was just like, what the fuck is this?
By the way, there's an expression in Russian: the less you know, the better you sleep.
I have this as a doodle dump. This one.
Why? Instagram. Why? Good Wi-Fi.
Mm.
Hey, I'm lesbian. I thought you were American.
What?
Yeah.
This one girl said, went up to her brother or something, and she was like, "Hey, I'm lesbian," and he said, "I thought you were American."
Yes, that's freaking great.
But how was that funny?
It's like, oh, lesbians are immigrants confirmed or some shit.
What?
The brother thought it was a nationality.
I don't know. Mine's so weird.
Vines. I don't think all vines are weird. Some of them are pretty good. And then some of them are just outright stupid or bad.
When your pizza rolls are done.
I don't see what's funny about that one. Maybe I'm getting old. Who's triggered?
There's a GIF in the chat. Cool Noodles sent it. Oh yeah.
This is beautiful. This is
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, I don't think he would have he might have shoes on, but I don't know. It says he actually eats human. He might be a biter, so they may have to put him in some like head thing. Keep him from moving.
Oh my god, I forgot I had to finish this drawing. I'm so dumb.
Like his head thing.
Oh my. That like when I exit out of the app, all of my line art just like went away, and I had to start over.
Did you save it?
Yes, I thought I didn't.
Wait, so you saved it, but your line art went away still? Is that what you're saying?
Like I thought it was gonna go away, but then it went because.
That kind of reminds me of yesterday. Despite me saving the picture, I had to recolor the Smeet picture I did with Tallest Red. I had to redraw that again.
God, that would be fatal for me. I like to paint on one layer.
Oh.
That would be away. That would be the whole picture.
One layer, Roy.
Yes, I'm one layer Roy. Yeehaw.
Yeah, his headpiece is probably just gonna be like something simple. I guess. Keep him from biting. You see his mouth inside there, like that. Yeah, because it was a bit smaller actually. Here.
Oh god.
Huh? What's wrong? Do you guys feel bad for Melvin?
Yeah, I do.
He was so innocent eating humans.
Yeah.
What the fuck is that?
My brother.
At least it's not as rowdy as David's brother, who was just swearing up a storm, who's 6. That was bizarre.
My brother is like 8 and he knows yeah, 9.
Oh my god. What did your mother say to that?
Oh
What does your mother think of that? What is it with kids?
So
No.
Tell them to stop, but then
Well, if that's not working, then she needs to take his shit away.
you have ADHD.
I have ADHD and I never acted like that. Like
do not. Andrew, shut up.
Yeah, I have ADHD and I never acted like that. So.
You get it from YouTube and my parents.
I didn't say my first swear word until I was 13, and that was shit. So.
I didn't say my first swear word until I don't even remember my teen years, maybe too. Yeah.
Why is the Lilo and Stitch TV show airing on Disney XD?
Wait, is airing on it again? I thought they stopped airing it.
They're airing it on Disney XD right now.
Oh, the old Lilo and Stitch show that used to come on years ago. What I don't understand about this generation of kids is just Tide Pods and swearing. Yeah.
Friday evening.
Yeah.
Yeah. By the way, Roy, do you like the German dub they did for Invader Zim?
Yeah, it was fine. Like, that's the one I've grown up with, so I don't know.
How do the voices sound like in there? Do you remember?
Crazy. It's hard to say, really, to describe. I would. It's quite a long time. It has been quite a long time, so I would have to actually watch it again. Maybe directly.
Yeah,
understandable.
I can imagine Zim's voice being very obnoxious sounding.
Oh, it is.
Very what sounding? Sorry.
Obnoxious.
Obnoxious.
Ish.
Yeah.
He's in a padded room. Yay.
Oh my god, I have to go back to school tomorrow.
Yay.
Oh.
Yay. I graduated school 8 years ago. 8 years ago.
8 years, okay.
Yes.
And I graduated school about 4 years ago.
Oh. Isn't that adorable?
2012 it is for me.
Yeah, I graduated in 2010 from high school.
And I graduated on 2014. Yeah. And I'll graduate from university next year. I was supposed to graduate this year, but I'm kind of on my academic leave because of depression.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have these kind of leaves? I mean, can a student get a free year because of because of some special circumstances in Germany?
Yes.
I don't think we have that here. I'm not sure. I haven't looked into it. So I don't know if we have that here.
Yeah, so
it is just talking with the bureau, with the right people. But yes, you can. It's also about maternal leave, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Programs for if you still want to study, but you have a child, then they also support that.
Yeah.
So they have that too.
Yeah, so
like because of your mental health or something, or being out of that regard, then actually can get some like a pause.
Yeah. That's exactly what I did. I went to the doctor and took a test, and so they said that I can get an academic leave because of that, because well, I'm depressed actually. Yeah, I'm still taking pills. Yeah, even though it isn't that bad right now, fortunately.
It's probably because you have friends around.
Yeah, also true. Those people in my group, I thought they were okay, but they turned out to act not that nice after all, unfortunately.
Karma will get them. Trust me. If it has a gun already, it will get them. This Melvin inside his.
The only time is like when I'm at school or like when there's family problems.
Okay, there we go.
Mm-hmm. I'm saying mm-hmm.
No, in response to what I just said?
Yeah.
Oh my god, what is he doing?
He's eating flesh.
What? Oh my god.
What the fuck's going on?
I'm saying that I'm adopted and I look like Donald Trump's wife.
Why is he saying shit like that? Ugh.
He has problems. No, you do not have autism. Because you have ADHD. Doesn't mean you have autism.
Have you guys, has his parents tried to get him tested for other things? See if he has anything else?
He goes to a psychiatrist. He went last week. Andrew. Oh. You fish.
Like, I looked at what, like, after, I remember looking up what ADHD was after I was diagnosed with it, and it said that it has something to do with focus and hyperactivity.
Yeah.
It didn't say anything about acting like that. It could be something else part. Just doing that.
Like, if you give him any type of sugar, he'll act super hyper.
Yeah, I think my ADHD died down because when I eat sugar, I don't get like that.
What happens when you eat sugar?
Who, me?
I mean, you've been just talking about ADHD and sugar.
Yeah.
How are these things related?
Cause like ADHD is
We were talking about
cause ADHD it has like it prevents people from focusing and it has hyperactivity. So usually if you give someone sugar who has it, they might react badly to it and get more hyper. But with me, I did not get hyper when having sugar.
Have such a reaction on sugar.
Yeah.
I see. I've actually been reading about ADHD and I watched some YouTube videos on it, and at some about 2 years ago, at some point, I even questioned myself whether I have ADHD, but well, I'm not sure. I went to the doctor, I mean to a psychotherapist, and I was tested, and they've never told me the diagnosis. All I know for sure that I've got depression, and that because well, I'm taking pills for it, and I've got anxiety because I'm taking pills from anxiety, and I've got well, they didn't tell me that directly. I've just read it on a paper that was printed and given to me there in the building where the doctor is, but there was a thing in that paper that my diagnosis is well, let me recall it. What is it? I forgot. A schizoid.
I don't know why you sound loud on my end. Maybe, let me see.
Me?
There you go, I fixed it. Okay.
It has a schizoid diagnosis on it.
Schizoid? What is that?
Well, it is, well, if to put it my way, as I understand it, it's when your emotions are blunted and not that, well, they are not that, you're not that expressive as a person usually, and you rarely feel any intense emotions.
Mm-hmm.
It in the way other people do. It makes it harder for you to do that. Yeah, at least that's how I remember it. It's not that we are like, I mean, schizoids are emotionless, but the spectrum is like not so big and bright as other people, as the one of other people.
So, were you born with that, or did it develop?
I'm not sure. I guess it might be developed because of certain life circumstances and some personality traits
Mm-hmm.
combined. Yeah.
That can be pretty much bad because some people just use certain chemicals enough, for example. That is also but
Yeah.
can be something. One neurologist once said that certain types of depression are basically just bad, and that can
Yeah.
obviously form grow up in not so good certain.
Yeah, right. That's true.
Like, for example, my father always used to say something that he always used to say stuff like, "You always try everything, but you only do it for 5 minutes." Let's say he would do that a lot of times. At some point, your child brain would actually be convinced that you want to do it and stuff like that, and that's how certain habits also form. That you start to try to look for stuff that's not functioning or
Yeah.
I know that there are several kinds, so that doesn't have to be.
Mm-hmm.
For
Yeah.
example, my problem is that I have certain thinking habits
Mm-hmm.
that are really hard to get because I also had to I wasn't diagnosed, but certainly did not help in or figure I had to get to figure that out.
Mm-hmm. Understandable. Yeah. So many people.
Yeah.
What'd you say?
Sorry.
What were you going to say?
Me?
Yeah.
I wanted to say that it seems that quite a lot of people have depression nowadays, and it sucks.
It's common. It's very common, it seems.
Even though people in Russia, as far as I know, they are rarely diagnosed if they have some mental illnesses. It's just that there is a stigma that if you go to a psychiatrist or to a psychotherapist that you are not okay and that that is bad. There's a
God.
like it is the last instance. Yeah, so that's why most people don't usually get diagnosed, I think, here.
That's weird. Like, because in my opinion, going to the therapist is much more sane than drowning it in alcohol.
Yeah, true. True. It's much better.
All right.
Okay.
Okay.
Hmm.
You know what has been bothering me today?
What?
About the translation of Invader Zim into Russian, and I think that if it is not going to be me who is also on the movies, I'd hate it if they translate the word Irken as Irkensky or Irkensky, because in my opinion, it sounds not so good, and the word Irkensky suits just better.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because well, there's no established translation for all these terms from Invader Zim, all these words.
Mm-hmm.
So fans just translate it their own way or use some common translations from fan-made subs and stuff, and so I've kind of decided to make my own how to call it glossaries, how it's called in English.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, my own glossary of the Invader Zim words. Words like Erken, like Smeets,
No,
stuff like that.
Smith.
Yeah, and so to write all the translations for these words so that other people can use it too. Because on freaking tired of reading all these incorrect translations, and I'm all like, oh my god, my eyes are bleeding.
The
My
eyes.
ears are bleeding. Why did you write that?
The eyes are. The eye is bleeding just like the eye that is being pierced with a fork in Melvin's hand.
That's awful. Huh?
Look, there's an eyeball that's being stabbed with a fork that's in Melvin's hand.
Sorry, didn't quite catch you. Can you repeat, please?
Melvin, he has an eyeball that's being stabbed with a fork.
Yeah, an eyeball.
Yes, it's being stabbed with a fork and it's bleeding, just like the eyes you said.
Yeah. I see.
I kind of want to fill his cup with like something too, like blood or something. That's what I kind of want to do.
I wonder whose eye is this?
It's probably a random person because when it comes to cannibals, Melvin really does not care. The only person it cannot be is Dib, because Keith wants to kill Dib himself. So.
Because what?
Because Keith wants to kill Dib himself.
Okay.
So it's probably somebody else. I'll just make this a little glass. Like a little thing, but I want something inside of it. Yeah, let's make the liquid first.
You know how one person who did the subs for Invader Zim translated Squidly Spudge?
Into what?
They translated it as the squid seeds.
Hmm.
Yeah, that's awful. That's just awful.
They translated that into the comic?
No, in the show.
Oh god.
Yeah. I translated it as squid.
Well, I guess it makes it harder since there's no official dub for it, so it makes it hard, I guess.
Yeah, yeah. Also, there are a lot of bizarre words in Invader Zim.
I don't think if that's blood, I don't think it's gonna have anything shown through it like that.
And I remember they translated Smiths as larvae.
Aww.
Yeah.
Kind of like larvae over here.
Larvae.
Yeah.
Larvae. But I'm not really sure whether it's an appropriate translation.
Well, because over here is larvae is babies, so it would still work.
Yeah.
I don't know why, but I could just imagine him having like instead of like chicken fingers, it's actual human fingers with like dip with ketchup on the side of it.
There's 7 pages of words today.
7 pages of what? Work?
Words, phrases. Huh?
Work?
No, that's not work. I mean, them. All these words from the show.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I think I'll need to post it. I'll probably get, well, not really lashed out at, but I guess a lot of people are used to the translation of Erken as Irkensky, but honestly, it sounds just awful to me, so I'm gonna prove that my translation is better.
Are you sure you want to move on with that? Because, are you sure?
Yes, if it comes to that, I will say that it's still my opinion that this translation is better, and honestly, I want it to become official.
But then again, people see things different, so I wouldn't force it.
There are also the rules of the language, so to say, because like we say Marsiansky or Martian, not Marsky. The same with Erkens. but like it is saying Marsky is the same like saying Irkensky, but we say Marsiansky, and it is like Irkiansky. These are just basic language rules. But I get what you mean.
Yeah. It's like potato.
Yeah. Do some people say potato?
Yes.
Lol, really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
And some people say tomato, some people say tomato. It's all about their accent.
Yeah, I say tomato. Yes. Which is more correct?
I don't know. It depends on how the person's accent is.
In Russian, there are not so many accents. But, well, there are, but generally the speech is like somewhat universal. Yeah. It's just that, as far as I remember, some people in some regions speak slower, whereas others speak a bit more faster. They say that people in Karelia speak rather fast. Yeah, and also there are such things as pronouncing some certain sounds, like we say молоко for milk, and then some people say "oh" very distinctly, for like молоко. And others say it like with the sound of "ah," like молоко. But actually, it is something in between, as I say, like молоко. So yeah, there are these kind of differences in our language.
Oh shit!
They say people from Vologda speak pronounce "o" distinctly. Well, you get what I mean, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that like they say молоко, Moskva, stuff like that.
Is Chaos still there? Or did Chaos crash?
I'm not sure. Their mics are off.
Oh. Yeah, little fingers. Let's put 3 fingers. This is like the ketchup, I guess. Ketchup. These are the eyeballs.
Oh, that's creepy.
What?
What is lion laying? I don't remember how to pronounce it correctly on the plate.
Wait, you're talking about on the plate? There's fingers, eyeballs, and ketchup.
Ah, okay.
Welcome back, Roy.
Thank you very much.
Yeesh.
What did I miss?
I added a new sketch to the picture.
Yeah, and I've been talking about the Russian translation of Invader Zim and how much I hate it when people translated some words in a certain way because it just doesn't sound right to me.
Nah.
Yeah, I really hate it when people translate Irkin, I mean as an adjective, as Irkinsky or Irkiansky because Irkiansky sounds much better to me, as I think.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because we say like Martian, not Marsky, but Martiansky. It also has an suffix.
Wouldn't that sound better for Vortian, though?
In Russian, I guess it would be Vortiansky.
Yeah,
Vortiane.
since Vortian kind of has like that Martian.
Yeah.
Oh, so it would make more, at least, sense in the grammar department.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So I've been thinking about making a glossary in yeah, I've actually already made it, some kind of, with all the characters' names. Well, most of them, the main characters, stuff like that. Words like, let me give you an example, like, what do we have here? Like Planet Ark, Erkin Empire, Control Brains, Pack, Squidly Spudge,
Oh.
Smate, Sir, I mean Standard Information Retriever, Dermis,
Schmiertnik.
yeah. Hmm?
Sweet Schmiertnik. I don't know.
In German? Oh,
No,
I
just
see.
thinking because it sounds very similar to the Polish word for trash can.
Trash can.
Śmietnik.
Lol.
Śmietnik.
Aww.
Remember that?
Don't put a
I
sweet in a
see.
trash can.
There are words like, I mean, phrases, Dermis Prowler Security Droid, Mega Doomer, Deathwave Cannon, Plasma Armed Battle Tank, the Massive, Wood Cruiser, Speedle Runner, Raper, Schuber, Rain Cutter. Those are the ship names.
Damn.
I mean, spaceships.
It sounds like you said shit names.
Those are shit names.
No, not shit names. Sorry.
Oh.
Ship. Yeah.
Invaders.
Then Operation Impending Doom, Abortion, Micro, Conventia, Futportia, Judimentia, Sylvestria, School with K, Lotus Pizza Hawk, Magnetes, Shulu Gorks, Flavor Monster, Swollen Eyeball, Agent Mothman, Agent Arbuthi, Agent Bad Flaps, and the names of the episodes. I
Oh.
translated all that stuff.
Holy. That gotta be a lot of work.
Yeah, there are 7 pages of that stuff. I did that today because, well, for most of the stuff I actually already had translation in my head. I just needed to write it down. Yeah, but for some things I needed to come up with something today. Yeah, so that's kind of my variation of the translation. I guess I'll need to post it or something, and then to use all these phrases and names in my future translations. Yeah, having a glossary is important. Roy, you know how the one guy who translated the subs, I mean the fan subs for Invader Zim translated Squidly Spudge.
Wait, what?
They translated it. They translated it as the octopus seeds.
Okay.
Octopus seeds. That's what I heard.
Yeah, yeah, it's
Mm.
horrible
Octopus
because
seeds. Mm.
Ew.
because because Swedish perch is actually an organ.
Which organ is it?
It is the one in Erkin's bodies.
No. I know that, but is it like a stomach?
I think it combines the functions of several organs, like the stomach and stuff like that.
Is it?
I'm not sure.
Is there a heart? Do they have a heart?
I do. I think they do have heart because I remember a screenshot of the episode where Deep had been wearing the X-ray glasses or something, and
Mm.
then he saw Zim's insides, and there was a heart inside of him.
Ah.
Oh, so he does have a heart. That means he does live.
Aw.
Yeah. So have you wouldn't live? You mean that?
It makes sense.
Well, I've been thinking about my own fan race for the Invaders universe, the Vigorians, and well, Roy doesn't know about this, but I'll tell ya because I've already told Renee about it. As far as I remember, they are almost the same as Urkins. They are basically the same species, but they have some differences because their skin is more pale. Their most widespread eye colors are blue, green, and purple, and they are generally taller than Urkins.
Oh.
Yeah, and also they have somewhat more like almond-like eyes, so that they are still rounded but more almond-like.
I see.
Yeah, and so that's my fan race for Invader Zim. I call them Vigorians because vigor means energy and power, and they are very um, they they are a highly technologically advanced race.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, they um, they basically are biomechanoids, whereas Urkins are cyborgs because of the packs.
Oh yeah.
But biomechanoids as like the next evolutionary step, so to speak, because biomechanoids have inorganic parts inside of them, and they are just natural to these creatures who are biomechanoids because they are built via the nanorobots.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so that they still can give birth naturally, and
Or reproduce stuff like that.
yeah,
Mm.
so that they will still have all these inorganic parts inside of them once they are born. Yeah.
Kind of.
So,
Yeah.
what did you want to say?
Yeah, I always find that concept fascinating just to think about how that should work.
Yeah, me too.
Like so when nanomachines do that they actually get basically inherited by the mother to the child and stuff like that.
Yeah, all the stuff like that. Yeah, I think it is fascinating to think about too.
Certainly, yes. So, but what I find new is that people actually cremate universe. That's fun.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and so what did I want to say? I've been thinking whether, well, I guess they do have hearts, but I'm not sure whether they are beating.
Oh,
Yeah, because maybe they are not beating because they have kind of a different mechanisms for the blood going inside of their
hmm.
veins. Because I remember I've been reading about about a mechanical heart
Yeah.
that makes the blood go round, and with some small thing that is like a vent or something, and then the heart doesn't beat, but the blood is still going.
So I know this comparison maybe is a bit weird, but it's a bit like the pond in a aquarium, basically, or
Yeah, something like that. So I've been thinking that maybe Victorians have something like that. So their heart doesn't beat, they have no pulse, but they're still living. Yeah, I think it is kind of weird though to have no to meet a creature who has no pulse and whose heart isn't beating. It's
yeah.
kind of spooky.
I can imagine that, though it makes a bit sense since they're mechanoids, they don't rely on having muscles that have to do the work like biological muscles because
Yeah.
the human heart only beats because it has only muscles to do work inside
The body.
human body. Yeah.
Yeah, true.
So I think having mechanoids not having beating hearts, but hearts that constantly pump the blood it's quite reasonable.
Yeah.
I'm back.
So
Okay, back. What
welcome
happened?
back.
Thank you. Sorry?
What happened? Did you
Oh, I was
crash?
just watching Wreck-It Ralph.
Oh. Did you watch the entire movie?
No, I didn't watch the entire movie. I'm only 57 minutes in.
Oh.
I think. I don't know. No, it can't be true. I don't think that's true. Oh, no, I actually am. Yeah.
That's nice.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
I don't think anyone knows the relationship between Keith and Melvin, other than the ones I've told. I think I told you, didn't I?
Yeah, you did tell me at least.
Renee,
Mm.
if you do pictures and you have questions to other people and you concerning the picture, if you have questions about their character to do something for them, do you like it if they answer early, or do you enjoy it when they take the time?
I think it depends because if I want to do fan art for someone's character, I probably would like an answer quicker. Yeah. Wait, how come you ask? Someone's asking a question?
No, I have mixed feelings just about that because, as you know, I still have to do the 3 requests from the raffle.
Yeah.
And one of the requesters tends to answer always like 4 or 5 days later.
Oh.
Because on the one hand, you just want to continue with the picture. On the other hand, it's a great excuse to do something else.
Oh.
Yeah, true.
So, did you want to ask me something, or just?
No, just what's your preference, just in general?
Oh. I think it depends on if it's important. Like if you actually need the answer for something.
Oh, I certainly need it.
Yeah. But if it's like a question, like just like a basic question that can wait, then yeah, it can wait.
what's like the usual answer time for people for you, Renee? Like when you ask a question, how long does it take usually?
Um, I don't know. I think when I usually ask questions, I usually ask them on like Discord, so it's almost either immediate or it's the day after.
Oh, right. Okay, okay.
Ish.
Yeah, I do all that with DeviantArt notes, so that might be the reason.
Yeah. Well, sometimes the person responds quickly, but I think it depends on the person, how active the person is, or how the person's life is like. Stuff.
Mm.
Let me draw his bag the right way. Let's see. That means that this would be here. This would be here.
Tanya?
Huh?
Oh God.
Oh, sorry. Sorry.
That was me.
What did you wanted to ask me, or what did you want to tell me?
I'd like to ask you. Maybe you've mentioned it already, so sorry in advance. What do you study?
I'm
Again?
no, I didn't mention it. I think before.
Mhm.
I'm studying international relations.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That really fits with the translation
Mm-hmm.
and all the actions you do with that.
Yeah, it does. Actually, translation isn't exactly the thing that we are supposed to be doing after our studies.
Mm-hmm.
And even our translation teacher told us about it. Like, I hope you are going to work according to your specialty after all, she told us after our very first lesson. But but still, I think I'd rather go with the translation thing.
I see.
Yeah, because I love translating stuff actually.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So yeah, and in fact, it's rather difficult to get a job that is related to the actual international relations. I think because then we are supposed to work in some international organizations as a perfect option or something, but they are really hard to get into, and uh, there is such a university in Moscow that is called well in Russian it is called MGIMO,
Mm-hmm.
uh, or yes MGIMO, and it is wait how it is translated. Let me check it so that I don't make gaffe.
Mm-hmm.
It is Moscow State Institute of International Relations, and
Oh.
it is the main institute for studying this subject in Russia. So that it is very hard to get into, and the people who actually finish the university, these are the ones who go to work in the international organizations like UN, like in
Mm-hmm.
the official structures and governmental structures, stuff like that. For us, for the people from the regions who still are studying international relations, the chances are much more slim to get into there.
Oof.
Yeah.
Yeah, it sounds like that's also a study you do later in an embassy or something like that.
Yeah. That's exactly
Yeah.
what what it is implied to be.
Yeah, I get that because that's also one like general. It's one of those study courses where I think it's hard to get a good image of what's work like if you study that. It's
Yeah.
I myself what I study right now is East Asian art,
You
and
you're studying what? Sorry, can you repeat,
East
please?
East Asian art history or art history of East Asia. So
Artistry of East Asia.
Yeah, so mostly China, Korea, and Japan.
Oh, okay.
And it's pretty much the same. Nobody knows what exactly the jobs are you get after that, but um, it's also the same that most people then work in an embassy or outside in some museum or something like that.
Yeah, yeah. Even though I'm not sure whether the work in embassy is for me, honestly.
I don't know either. Like for my personal reasons why I study it is just not just but because I like we get taught a lot of European art history, but you don't have any perspective if you don't have anything to compare it to. And I
Mm-hmm.
find I think it's quite useful to just learn something else and expand your visual library, for example,
Mm-hmm.
and
True.
and and learn new philosophies about art and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like in Europe, you tend to culture and stuff like that, while in China people try to imitate as much as possible.
Mm-hmm.
And copying is not a crime or anything, just the stuff like that.
Yeah, these are just different mentalities.
The values that underlie and where they come from is quite fascinating.
Yeah, that's interesting
Mm.
indeed.
The thing that I like the most is though how in Chinese art history people when somebody from the 800th century did a painting, everyone that looked at the painting actually puts their stamp on the painting and sometimes gives it a comment or something.
Hmm.
And over the time, while the painting itself is maybe like 1 meter times 1 meter, the actual scrolls increased because people started to add more parchment to the scroll to be able to write a comment.
Oh, interesting.
So in the end, it's like 8 meters long or something. You're like, what the hell?
Oh my god.
It's really hilarious. Though it's basically as I like to call it the first comment section. So
Yeah.
the
The
first
first creative comments you do. I actually remember you and I having this conversation, Roy, of the painting.
exactly. But I like to tell it because
Is
everyone.
is a story to tell your grandkids.
Yeah. Kid scrolls. Let me show you.
Yeah, totally.
But Grandpa, shouldn't you tell us some wisdom about life? No. Shut up. I'm telling you now about Chinese scrolls. But how am I supposed to relate? I'll beat you up, then you will relate.
Oh, Ed Melvin. Aligning him first.
The bad thing about having this free year is that my knowledge gets somewhat rusty and that I think I've forgotten most of the stuff I've learned.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah, so I'll have to revise a lot in summer so that I don't fail when I return to the university.
Mm.
Understandable. But I think it's like a very common problem to have actually. Because now that I think about it, I forgot most of the kanjis I had to learn in Japanese class.
Oh, yeah, makes sense.
And the
I
problem
used
is,
to. Sorry.
no,
I I just wanted to say that I used to remember all the countries of Europe, and
mm,
now I don't think I can recall all of them.
yeah,
Maybe not all of them. I did
nah,
remember all of them on the map and their capitals, stuff like because we are actually supposed to know all that stuff as students.
mm.
Yeah, the countries, the main figures in politics of
Yeah,
these countries, stuff like that. But as far as I remember, the actual international people who, well, work in the embassies, stuff like that, they are concentrated on some certain region or something, so that they don't need to know everything about all the countries. They need to know everything just only about this specific region.
It kind of makes sense, though.
Yeah. So what did you want to say?
No, I just want to say that the problem is with forgetting stuff is mostly, especially if you like, if it was just the first part of a 3-part course or something, and you will still need that knowledge later.
Yeah, well, we have the state exam at the end of the fourth course. I mean, at first we have the exams for the fourth course, for the year exams for that year, and then we have the state exams for all the for some of the subjects, but that have been throughout all these 4 years. Yeah, so that there might be questions for the subjects that we've been studying on the first course, for instance.
I see.
Yeah, and so that there's a lot of revision that needs to be done. Yeah, and also we need to write a diploma, the diploma work. Like, do you guys know what I'm talking about?
Yes. Before they changed the system in Europe, it was also diplomas.
Yeah, yeah.
Sorry.
It's okay.
I hit the microphone.
It happens.
You know what's funny?
Clowns?
No, I understand America's politics more than I understand my own country's politics.
Oh, definitely.
Like, it's so confusing.
Yeah.
Oh,
Politics.
Which country are you from?
Britain, Scotland.
Oh, okay.
By the way, you have the same time zone as far as I see.
I think almost. I think it's about an hour difference, if I
Oh.
recall.
I think
That's still kind of cool.
I think Roy is 6 hours ahead of me.
Yep.
So that would mean Chaotic would be 5 hours ahead of me.
Oh, okay. And then I'm 8 hours or 9, I don't remember. Ahead
Well, if it's 10:27 p.m. for you, right? Right now.
It is 9.
Oh, it's 9:27.
Yeah. So that makes it. Wait, it is 2:27 for you. Then 1, 2, 3, 4, 7. Wait, it's just 7.
7 hours ahead?
Yeah.
Huh.
Not that much. I thought it was like
Oh,
8 or 9. I think I know why I'm thinking that way, because
Okay.
okay.
See you.
Good luck. See ya. I just wanted to say that maybe I tend to remember it wrong, because I have friends from other parts of the US and they have different the time different from yours, since you have 3 time zones in the US. That's why.
I have the Eastern time zone. I'm on the eastern side of the US.
Yeah, that makes sense. So that for other people, that would be the difference would be bigger. That's why I tend to say 8 hours.
Yep, because my friend Bree's time zone, she's 3 hours behind me. She lives in the west side of the US.
Makes sense.
I was actually born from the far west, but I moved to the far east.
Yeah, I remember.
I was born in California, but raised in Virginia.
Yeah, I've noticed that a lot of Americans move.
I don't even know why my mom moved to Virginia. I don't know why.
Well, They just did.
Hmm?
She just did.
No, I think it was a reason why she did. I don't remember.
Oh, okay. I've been living in Petrozavodsk my whole life.
I think when my mother was pregnant with me, I think she was in Texas. I think.
Holy.
I don't remember. Well, because she was in the military, so she moved from place to place from times.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember.
Yes. Maybe in the earlier stages of the pregnancy, she was in Texas and she decided to move to California. I think.
No,
Yeah.
I have been living my whole life in Berlin. We moved within Berlin, but never outside of Berlin.
Oh yeah, understandable. So you're from Berlin, right?
Yes.
Berlin.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. I remember I was born in somewhere in northwest Berlin. Now we live. How we live? No, we don't. Now we live in southeast of Berlin. And
Oh.
the reasoning of my mother why we moved was because she likes older buildings.
Hmm. Oh.
And the thing is that apparently there are more of the older buildings still left, basically, from the time while in West Berlin most of the buildings are more modern. In parentheses,
Mm-hmm.
or what is it called?
Parentheses.
Parentheses.
Yes.
Interesting.
So her reasoning was like, I like the architecture. This is great.
There's a higher chance of ghosts when you find older buildings.
Oh no, not in Berlin. All the ghosts died in the Second World War.
Oh God.
But what I like about Berlin is that because of the World War, there was a lot of free space again, basically. Which is, by the way, I'm not saying it was a good thing we had the World War.
Oh no.
Like that's not what I want to say. But what the World War gave Berlin the chance to actually build differently
Mhm.
and leave
Mm-hmm.
more space for greenery and stuff like that.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, so especially in the middle of Berlin, you'll notice that there's a lot of grass, trees, stuff like that around the Reichstag and the new main. What is it called? I forgot the vocab. Jesus.
Is it English vocab you forgot?
Yeah, the main train station. There we go.
Subway.
Uh,
Subway.
No, the main train station, which has a subway and Subway, of course, and McDonald's. No.
I was gonna say Pizza Hut.
It has Pizza Hut, but it's still main.
Except for that one that's in that base.
Yeah. Yeah,
uh,
the American Army base of all places.
They should bring more Taco Bell there, like more of them.
I wouldn't mind, but honestly, I'd like Nando's more to have around.
Mhm.
by the way, Roy, it is it's very relatable to me when I tend to forget some English words.
Yeah, especially the very obvious ones for some reason.
Good thing I'm here to help.
Yeah, good thing you're here.
Yeah,
So,
thank you.
it's fine.
A lot of my friends are not fluent in English.
Well, that's fine. I mean,
It's good because I get to teach you guys stuff.
thank you.
Yeah, thanks.
The
Even though
ways,
I-
the ways of the American apple pie.
even though as a student of international relations, I'm kind of supposed to be fluent at English.
Oh.
Well, I think
You are fluent, quite fluent. I think like now it just comes down to learning, vocabs and stuff like that.
Yeah.
yeah, some
That-
extra vocabulary.
That and American slang.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, true that.
Very important.
No, not American memes. Keep that out of here.
Reload shotgun.
Imagine a world without memes. How would that work?
That would be pretty much before the 90s.
That would be dull. I think some kind
Wait.
of memes have always been existing.
Wait, there were memes in the 90s?
No, I mean, in the 90s we already had internet.
Yeah.
It was very, very present, and I'm pretty sure people already had memes there. For example, the wording for a problem in a program, which is bug,
Yeah.
comes from like stuff like that could be called in the same.
Yeah. Like a glitch.
Yeah, like it's not an actual insect. But it started with somebody in the very early computers having an insect causing something. Like there was literally a bug in one of the old computers that caused a problem.
Oh.
A literal insect.
Yes.
So it's been called a bug/glitch ever since.
Yeah, that's right. It's called a bug because there was actually bug at some point in the computer.
Interesting. Yeah, I think the ancient Egypt's memes are in hieroglyphs.
Oh god.
Yeah.
Somebody translated and asked him, Professor, what does it say? It says LOLXD.
God.
To send that to experts.
Yes.
What does this mean?
True.
Mm.
And then some Greek parchment, which was a letter to someone, and it says, with some slang, do you know the way?
Oh no.
Yeah. Do you know the way?
Do you know the way?
The way. Yeah.
I want some pie now. I want some chocolate peanut butter cake for my birthday this month. That's what I want. There's a Reese's cake.
Oh, of course.
Do you have Reese's over there? I think you do, but it's something said different.
We don't have it.
No. Oh.
Have what?
They don't have Reese's over there in Germany.
That's pronounced.
Reese's is chocolate with peanut butter inside. It went quiet.
Huh?
It went quiet all of a sudden.
R, then I.
No.
E. R, E, then
SCS, I think?
S.
Apostrophe S.
Reese's.
Yeah.
What is this?
Candy.
Ah, these are candies. Let me Google it.
I've posted a picture, I think.
Ah. No, we don't have this here.
No.
I bet they are tasty.
Roy, do you guys have Kinder stuff over there in Germany?
We have it, all right. Oh, we have it a lot because Kinder is a Italian.
Is it Italian?
So, and it's very prevalent in Germany. Like especially the Kinder Surprise eggs are in every grocery store at the cashier.
Year round or just near Easter?
Always.
Come again?
Is it in there year round or in Easter?
Always.
Oh God.
Yeah, it's like sorry.
Excuse me for interrupting you. I just wanted to say I've always thought that Kinder's company is from Germany.
Kinder is a German word.
Yes.
Right? Like it's the German word for children.
Yes.
And maybe that's like a marketing thing that the Italians did, but it's actually an Italian company. Like Heinz tomato ketchup is actually American.
Oh, really?
Yeah, even though Heinz is quite a German name.
Really?
Yes.
We do buy Heinz here. We have it. So, what did you want to say? Sorry.
No.
What were we talking about? Damn it.
We're talking about We were talking about Kinder eggs or something.
Oh yeah, yeah, we got Kinder eggs all year, like the Swedish. I think the Swedish that always have speculatius around. Speculatius.
Swedish fish are so gross. Have you had them before, Swedish fish?
Nope.
They're gummy fish. That's disgusting.
Oh yeah, almond biscuits. What is it?
Almond biscuits.
Yeah, like I think it was. I have to think now. Was it the Swedes that had almond biscuits all year around, and in Germany it's just on Christmas?
Hmm.
By the way, Roy, do you have Nesquik candy chocolate?
We have Nesquik in general, but the candy chocolate is not that present. But we actually have it. Yeah, it's very rare to come around though.
Okay.
I want Nestle
Because
chocolate. The only thing we have of Nestle, I think we have let me look up, see what things we have by Nestle. I know one of them we have chocolate powder. They made chocolate milk, and I think we have ice cream too. I'm gonna check it and see real quick.
for some reason I noticed that in other countries there are a lot of products that have the variety of different flavors, and in Russia we have only the usual ones, and it always makes me sad that people go to Finland for shopping, from Karelia and from Petrozavodsk in particular go to Finland in order to do some shopping in Finland, and then they buy some Finnish products there, and there are such things as, for instance, Oreo with mint or something.
Oh yeah, yeah. We don't have
Yeah,
that
and
too.
Okay, so I recognize some things we have. By Nestle, there's something called Nesquik. We have chocolate. We have the milk, chocolate milk, and strawberry milk. We used to have banana milk a long time ago. That was good. And we have Nesquik powder to make chocolate milk, and I think we also have other things too. I'm gonna have to do some more research on it.
We do too have Nesquik, but to the Oreo thing, when we don't have like just the default Oreos, and when somebody comes from America, like I had a friend who got like different flavored Oreos as a novelty thing, because it's just not a thing in Germany.
oh, that's sad.
Yeah.
By the way, it has been not very long ago since we got Oreos in Russia, because I remember, yeah, they got here just not so long ago, maybe 2 or 3 years. Yeah, I don't remember exactly, because I remember when I've been in Turkey and in Egypt, I remember buying Oreos just because they weren't here and I wanted to taste them.
Were they good?
Yeah.
Over over here we have so many different kinds of Oreos. Not even funny how many we have now. It's like so
Let
many.
me let me show you. I have Oreos from Finland, and here they go, the mint Oreos.
Mhm.
I've actually eaten those one. I think. Just in general, I started to. It was at my friend's house where who got the Oreo stuff from an American. Actually went through the whole palette.
Roy would steal just a couple. You would steal a couple.
Yes. Mint flavor.
Yeah, that's from Finland, I guess, because I remember my boyfriend's parents brought these from Finland, and then as for this exact thing, I bought it in one of our shops because I think they are buying products in Finland, then and then put it here on sale.
Oh, they import them and resell them again.
Yeah, yeah,
There's enough room
we've
for
got
one
such
more.
we've got such kind of shops.
Yeah, I get that. We do have some for different countries.
There's enough room for one more doodle. I'll put there, so I'll put one more.
Do you guys have ever eaten an Oreo?
No, no, but I have had I've had cookies and cream ice cream. Oh wait, I had cookies and cream ice cream cake before. That was good. That was really good. There's from where? Where is it from?
It's in Germany. I actually got an Oreo cake for birthday.
Oreo cake. I'm gonna see if I can find it on Google. Germany.
It has Oreos in it, stuff like that, but it doesn't taste like Oreos, but it tastes like it has its own basically.
Is it? Oh, is that it? Is it called Oreo tort or something?
Oreo tort.
Is that it?
Let me look it up.
Like on the packaging, it shows like it looks like an Oreo, like a thick ass Oreo on a blue plate. When I typed it in.
By the way, do we have Alpengold with Oreo taste? Because we now have it in Russia. Speaking about the fancy tastes.
Yes. Once you go fancy, you can't go back. What kind of chocolate? Oh, who's that?
Alpengold with Oreo.
Hello.
Hi there.
I don't think Alpengold is actually something we have in our grocery stores.
Really?
Yeah, it might be something Austrian or Swiss.
Oh, okay, because we do have Alpengold in our stores.
What is that one? What is that? What kind of chocolate? Like, is it dark chocolate?
It is something. It is milk chocolate.
Oh, speaking of chocolate, apparently there's a new type of chocolate called ruby chocolate, and it's fruity. It has a fruity taste to it.
Oh.
I think I've heard about it.
I want to try that one.
Then we have Milka chocolate.
Yeah, that one.
It is really tasty. We have these. Oh wait, I still have it on my table. I've got a lot of chocolate on my table that I still haven't eaten.
Are you a chocoholic?
Yeah, kind of.
I want some more chocolate too.
Oh, there we go. Yeah, I know that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, Milka is like the Coca-Cola of chocolate.
Yeah.
Because it's
Those were Cheez-Its instead of chocolate, and I was just like, what?
Cheez-Its.
Yes.
One more. I'll see if I can draw like a creepy type face here.
That's not that one.
Are you still on vacation, Roy?
Oh yeah, I am.
For how long?
A vacation again in parentheses, since I use while I'm not studying, I use the time to work full time.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, till I think the end of April actually.
Oh, that's quite a bit.
Yeah, or mid-April or something like that. So I have to watch out for because I still have to sign for the new courses a bit earlier.
Mm-hmm. So don't miss shit. Oof, that expression is bothering me. Excuse me. Whew. I'm hungry.
Bless your face.
Feed me.
No.
Feed me.
I can't press through my microphone food.
I'm actually actually wondering if, like, in the far future, is that gonna be possible?
Probably.
It's like you can have Thanksgiving with your parents, with who you don't live close to.
I think it will be just like it gets the ingredients locally and assembles it automatically for you.
With a small fee, of course.
Yeah, like imagine just like Amazon and you buy stuff for other people basically,
Mm-hmm.
and it gets shipped to them immediately, stuff like that.
Uh, Sorry guys, I haven't been listening to you just now because my boyfriend has written to me. What are you talking about?
Oh, you don't have to be sorry.
That's fine.
He actually asks me to talk to him.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I'm just thinking, where should I talk to him? He wants to talk to me on Discord.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and well, I have also Telegram.
Telegram.
Yeah, Telegram, but it has no video yet. But he wants to talk with the video as far as I see. Maybe will it be okay if I leave you for a while and then join back?
I might end up ending the stream earlier because I do have to put away groceries at some point today. So, I'll definitely be streaming more tomorrow, though.
Renee.
Oh, oh wait, I don't. Can you hear me still? Hello?
Oh god.
Can you?
Glitching.
Oh, can you hear me now?
Now we can hear you again.
Okay, so oh.
Would it be fine if I joined you again in 5 minutes or something, or maybe more?
I might end up ending the stream earlier, but I do know tomorrow. Well, actually, tomorrow I won't be able to stream because we're supposed to be doing the collab tomorrow still.
Yeah.
On
True.
Monday, so I might stream Tuesday. So, so yeah, you could talk to your boyfriend. And I'll probably end the stream after this doodle.
Yeah.
Yee.
Sure.
See you next time.
Yeah. See you later. I think I'll join you after that.
Okay.
Yeah. See ya.
See ya. It's just me and Roy now. Ooh.
And me.
Yee. My Smeets are joining me. Oh, love my Smeets. I'll join them.
Huh, I start to believe that the Oreo cake I had was a special offer because I can't find it. I just can't find it anymore. Weird.
I guess you found Oreo on a good day.
Yeah, like it was really tasty. I hope it still exists.
Cause like the oh, can I save the image? How do I save images on here? Oh, that's how let's see. That's not what I want to do. How do I save the image? View saved. Oh.
MML.
MML. Who's that?
That's a person in the stream chat.
After I told Fiery how long I was gonna be streaming, Bree asked me how long am I gonna be streaming for. Discussing.
That phone and you draw traditionally good, but you can't draw digitally.
Oh yeah. I have a sketchbook for daily sketches if I'm out basically, and I like how the sketches turn out, but if I try to reproduce them on the computer, it's just not work.
It's about perspective when it comes to those two things.
I don't think so.
Oh no, who left us?
Uncooked noodles?
Uncle who left us? Ooh.
Ooh. God, where's the Oreo cake?
Did you find it on a website somewhere, like, or did you just go? Or did you just go into like a building, like a bakery or something, and get it?
We went to one local supermarkets and bought it there for my birthday. So I can't find it anymore.
Oh. Angry sipping. Angry sipping at Jim Melvin, like with a sort of angry face, and he was sipping from his little cup.
Yeah, that is true. Angry as hell.
Yes.
Oh, there it is.
Oh, you found it? Can you send it privately? I want to see.
I can.
I want to see if I can steal a slice.
I'm afraid not. No.
No. Imagine if someone made a chocolate chip cookie cake. Oh, that would be good. Oh, like a cookie dough cake.
The Oreo cake I got looks really.
It looks like it was worth $100.
It could be it could be a completely different cake, but it's still Oreo.
Mm-hmm. Oh, let me see.
Check if you can see the.
It's loading. Oh, I forgot his ears. No wonder why he looks weird. There's no ears on him.
I thought you meant the cake.
No, the Melvin.
That's weird. Why does the cake don't have ears? Damn.
God damn it. I have to put his ears, because I forgot his ears. Ooh, that! That looks fancy.
Yeah, the stuff on top of it is actually Oreo parts.
Mm-hmm. Like Oreo crumble.
Genau, Oreo crumbles of Oreo, stuff like that, and yeah, you wouldn't think it's an Oreo cake, but but on the inside it is certainly, and it tastes really good.
Mm-hmm. Is the white stuff made out of the frosting, like the frosting that's in the cookie?
Kinda, yes.
Oh, that was so good.
And the fun thing is about it, it's not too sweet. It's actually has like this nice balance of being like it has the nice balance of an Oreo. So
That looks good. That looks like you would get that from a bakery.
oh yeah, but it was actually packed in the supermarket.
Oh, interesting.
And it looked like that on the picture. It's really great. Especially it was a very improvised find. Basically. It was not planned.
Yeesh. Making me hungry now. Oh. Well, I'll have salad. Hmm?
I just saw a weird picture.
Oh. You're on the weird side of the internet again.
I hope not. I mean, I do enjoy the weird side of the internet, but sometimes you're just like, oh no, let's go to church.
Sometimes you just need a break from it all.
Hmm. No Tumblr, no. How dare you?
Tumblr is considered the weird side of the internet if you look in the worst place.
Yeah, Tumblr and 4chan are quite the rivals.
Are they?
Come again?
I said, are they?
Yeah. The weird thing about let's call them special snowflakes.
Mm-hmm.
At the same time, you have like this huge army of erotica blogs.
don't forget the word bots. That follow you. Yeah.
Bots that make up half of my followers. I actually got a porn bot that didn't do porn but landscape paintings. That was fun.
Mm. Did he give you any inspiration to paint something?
No, not really.
Uh.
It was hilarious. Like generally you would expect porn bots, but that bot just was posting landscape. I think somebody was joking though. It was great.
At least it wasn't porn.
Yeah. I mean, I don't mind it really. Because, I mean, I'm an adult person and I think, okay, porn. It's there.
Yeah.
Like, what did I expect really? But
I just fear for the kids that join the website and the porn bot just follows them like that. That's not good.
definitely. No. But that's why there's now a NSFW option for blogs. Like you have, if you post NSFW, you have to mark your blog as NSFW.
Mm-hmm.
That means that it gets, like you can't look for it basically.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello.
Hey.
Are you back again?
Yeah.
Oh, what happened? You left me. No. You have left me. How dare you? You left mother behind.
Oh no.
I'm a rebel.
Oh. Were you in yesterday's stream? Yes. I think you were in yesterday's stream, weren't you?
No.
You weren't?
I don't think so.
It was obnoxious.
Because I would have remembered if it was obnoxious.
It was very obnoxious. It was a bunch of screaming in my ears.
No, I don't think so. No, I wasn't actually. Because I remember you said you were going to have your dinner and then it got too late for me. I said I couldn't join. So I wasn't.
Oh, it was a late night stream yesterday. That's why. I was streaming at night. That's why. I think Roy was still online, but he was probably tending to his own things.
Yeah, I think that's why I sent you the as a thing because I was still in game.
Mm-hmm.
To respond and I went directly to bed.
Yeah. Wait, what did you send?
Like the message I did with the in the beginning.
Oh. Wait.
And I
Renee's.
did not manage to respond basically.
Did you send it privately?
Yeah, that was
Oh. I don't remember.
How? That was today.
It was today.
Yeah, today I sent you the message with FFUUU.
Mm-hmm.
Enter, will you...
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I saw that one, yeah.
That's why, because I did not manage to actually respond to you since I was in game.
Mm-hmm. But as soon as I hit the call button, it called everyone.
Damn straight.
I think that I needs to be bigger. Does it need to be bigger? I think it does. So what art program do you use, Chaos?
Me, I use Paint. No, actually, no, I don't use that anymore. I use Clip Studio Paint now.
Oh, Paint Tool Studio Paint.
Yeah, cause I used to use Manga Studio, but I got a new computer and I couldn't get it because it was out of stock, so I got a Clip Studio Paint. It's just the same thing.
Clip Studio Paint is the same as a Manga Studio?
Yeah, like the only difference is that there's this tiny little animation thing, but it's so little, and you can animate so little that it's not even, I wouldn't even count it as that.
Can you does this, can you still make comic pages on it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Certainly.
Just a little, it's a little different because it must be updated, but yeah.
Also, it's free? It's a free art program? Or you have to buy it?
No.
Oh, you have to buy that.
Exactly.
That means that when I transfer to my new computer, my new laptop, I won't have to move it onto the new computer.
Yes.
I tried
Okay.
to do that, it didn't work for me.
It didn't?
No.
The only thing you could try is actually cloning the drives one-to-one, basically the Windows directories and the other one and the other stuff. But that would mean that your new one would still be clogged up because you were just basically cloning the Windows.
Oh, I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. That's like killing the new computer on day one.
It makes sense to clone it if you have a drive that awaits a regular backup, so your computer f's up for some reason. You can just clone it back from a recent backup, but that's all.
Mm-hmm.
Just use a fresh installation. I started out with Photoshop and then I switched to Psy, which is kind of weird. But I noticed that I was using not realities and art like this bulk of a program every time I wanted to paint.
May I ask, do you guys know anything about animation software?
I did have an animation software, but I don't remember what it's called.
Oh, because I was about to say, which one do you recommend? Flash.
I suggest Googling, maybe Google the best animation programs, and you might find one that you might like.
Okay.
I think that's good enough doodles, I think. I wonder.
What's too interesting is programs, possibilities for animation like Unity and stuff like that. So,
Unity?
Unity.
Engine for games, but it also supports 2D stuff.
Oh.
Same goes for the Unreal Engine, but those two are full 3D engines, so it's for the. If it comes to 3D animation in the traditional sense, there's Pencil 2D.
Pencil 2D.
Yeesh.
Which are used for some stuff, which is a freeware. And I think Ghibli actually released their traditional animation software for free too.
Oh, did they? Oh, I think you told me about that recently, Roy.
Yeah, I heard about that. Hard to believe that they animated on that. Jesus.
So
must have.
Yeah, I guess I could give it a little bit of shading.
But if it comes to Flash, I think Flash is the best option, and
Yeah.
I know some freeware stuff like Vector and Giotto, but it's not up to par, I think.
I'm trying to
It's
figure out.
it is not on fleek, as we say it nowadays.
I see. Too.
I'm older than you,
Well, why do you know those words then?
cause I keep hearing it. On fleek. I hear on fleek.
I should probably stop watching only BBC programs like channel stuff with Jimmy Carr.
I like BBC. They're good stuff.
Yeah. Apparently, most of the people who watch BBC are now 40 or something.
Oh well, I guess I'm going on 40 this month then, instead of 26.
So I think stuff like 8 out of 9 Cats and Mock the Week could be easily great for young people. Like the humor is, like the banter is really great.
Give it a little bit of shading here.
There's shading there.
Yes. How late are you staying up, Roy?
Not too long because, you know, it's Sunday. I have to go to work.
Yeah, and we have two different time zones, so it's hard to keep track sometimes.
Yeah, but I will be up for 4 hours still.
To paint and play games and...
Yeah, till Monday. Till midnight of Monday.
Friday, Monday. Wait, do you work tomorrow? You actually work tomorrow? Okay.
Yes, I work almost... Like, I don't have vacations in the sense that I relax for a week or something.
Mm-hmm.
It means that I don't have anything on university to do, so I just work.
You have 100% focus on your works.
Yeah, almost. Well, it's a bit weird that I study art history, but my work is IT. I related, coding. Why?
Oh no.
Come to this.
Are you gonna ever work in art?
Well, I mean, I would enjoy, you know, painting for other people and get money for that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure if I cut out for that, but that's what I'm testing right now. Doing raffle requests for a while and see whether I can consistently put out work.
Yeesh. And then once you get the hang of doing that, maybe you can move on to something else art related. See if you can actually do that for money.
Exactly. So I think it would be quite healthy for me at least to have like a part-time job.
Mm-hmm.
If I just sit at home all the time painting and stuff, that I get really like the depression kicks in again. If I don't have other people like in a different scenery from time to time.
Mm-hmm.
Which weirdly enough causes that I actually enjoy my work. Because it's so different to everything else that I do studying wise and stuff like that.
Oh. I enjoy drawing. I really do. Enjoy drawing. Is everyone here self-taught?
Yeah.
I'm self-taught too.
Yeah.
Is that actually how asylum rooms look like? Do they actually look padded like that? Like in actual ones?
Who knows? I've never been in one, so.
Yeah, it's hard to tell.
I probably
At least one will be like that, especially for people who
hurt themselves or yeah.
quite old way of having an asylum, I think.
I mean, I don't see any reason why it would change it. I mean, like, tatted up like that so they don't hurt themselves. That's pretty handy.
Yes, indeed. Very handy. They could bounce on it like a trampoline. Boing, boing. Mm. It's bouncy and spongy.
I think that's one of the least concerns if you're in such a place.
Aww.
Now you are trapped. Is it bouncy?
As long as it's bouncy, I am fine.
What?
You get weirded by out by that.
I would probably get arrested.
As long as it's bouncy? What?
As long as it is bouncy,
Well, just bounce off the walls. It's like your rubber, you just bounce. Each pad is a trampoline thing. Extra sponging padding. Ugh, terrible. Oh, fucking hell. Oh, okay. This is what I wanted. Cool. What were you saying now?
Oh, I remember when I was little, I used to believe that the moon was made out of cheese, and now I'm wondering who came up with that rumor.
So, a very hungry man made up that rumor. I was like, I want to spread a rumor that it's shish.
I just thought to myself when I was little, I say, is there like a giant space cow that made that? Because there's no other way.
That's actually a really good question, yeah.
Who stole all my cheese?
I like how in ancient Greece there were actually philosophers that already figured out that the Earth is round.
Oh, wow.
And the thing what I like most though is that some of them went so far to say that maybe there are humans on the moon.
Why?
The thing is that obviously they didn't know about most of the stuff, like probably that space is a vacuum, and
it'll clean up your house.
Yeah, but it's really interesting that somebody actually went through the process of thinking maybe there are humans also on the moon, like 3,000 years ago.
Yeah. Like that belief that people used to live in the water at some point.
Oh yeah.
There's a rumor where the mermaids existed.
Progressive for the time.
Giving it a good old-fashioned shading. Do.
I wonder why the gravity on the moon is different from on Earth.
'Cause space.
That's true, but it's like I don't take that thing where it tells you about that, so maybe it's because it's a smaller planet.
Yeah, that's exactly what one way physicians observed, not physicians, physic people. I don't know how to call them anymore. Jesus. The rule that they found out is in space prevalent is that bigger things attract smaller things, and the bigger they get, yeah, and the bigger they get, they attract them more. So since the moon is a bit smaller than Earth,
yeah.
also why it doesn't get really influenced influenced by the mass of other planets.
Oh.
Because it's a fucking boss, that's why.
Well, if it were so easy, that would be nice, but
The only thing I heard Roy say was a bladder or something. Look at that. Look at that.
Wait. You do you know if like the sun is slowly dying? Because I
Yes.
heard that, on this thing one day. Yeah.
yeah, it will. Because at some point there's not enough. It's really weird because the sun, there's a certain balance in the reaction inside of the sun and outside of the sun, and it's basically slowly moving out of balance. But the process is so slow that we won't. Like the human race will by then be probably somewhere else too.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, it's a real process of millions, basically, millions of years.
We will be on planet Mars. Within.
Probably on another solar system, to be honest, because there's no planet here. I don't think we can go with in our little thingy, in our little galaxy.
Little thingy.
Mars is actually at least one place that we can terraform quite a lot and make it habitable.
Good.
Yeah, because there's a lot of oxygen there, but it has to be released basically. Like you have to create the atmosphere.
Yeah, but Mars won't do, right? Because it's still in like our solar system and the sun's there.
That's true, but so slowly tipping over basically. You could
excuse me.
When basically to us, probably we have then the right climate to live without a very very thick jacket.
That's cool.
But scientists already found quite a lot of habitable planets elsewhere.
Oh, good.
The question is how are we supposed to move everyone there?
Exactly. Like, how do you travel there? It's just, I think, the biggest problem.
The answer to that question is nothing. You don't.
And hundreds of like the little rocket ships. Well, they're making some for a certain amount of people to go in. Like they
kind of like a bus or a plane.
Yeah. They say, oh, is the Stevens here? Check. Is the Smith here?
Oh, Steven Universe. Ooh.
Oh, right.
The old man is confused.
I think one problem that's also there is, even though a planet might be habitable, not every planet has like the same air. Like,
and it might be toxic to us, yeah.
Some of them might just have a lot of toxicity.
Apparently, the oxygen here is slowly killing us too, from what I heard a while ago.
Not really.
It's slowly, very slowly.
Are you sure you met with when? I said, are you sure you didn't get it mixed up with when we die, the oxygen makes us rot?
No.
Okay.
I hear that the first time though, with the oxygen is killing us slowly, because it's basically what makes us live.
Yeah.
What makes us live will make us die. That is the truth of this world.
Too much of anything makes you die, to be honest.
Apparently there was like someone who had too many vegetables and no meat or something, and they died that way.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, do you remember the girl who ate so much carrots that her skin turned orange? There was this girl who ate so many carrots that her skin turned orange.
Hello?
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 Hello? Can you hear me?
Yeah.
I said that there was a girl that had too many carrots, like so many carrots that her skin turned orange.
Oh yeah, I heard about that.
What?
That's a literal thing that happened. She had too many carrots that her skin turned orange.
did not know that was possible.
It is indeed possible. Anything is possible when you put your mind to it.
I don't know. I tried to walk to the moon. It didn't work.
Aww.
Drink enough blueberries to go blue.
Yes. It happened in Willy Wonka.
Damn.
Don't laugh at me. So what do you think of the sketch? Oh, pretty good. Yeah, I like his muzzle thingy. Yeah. I'm going to PNG. Hmm? Oh, that's what it says. It says, can you guys still hear me?
Yes.
It says, well, technically, yes, oxygen, as you know, causes oxidation of substances. So when we breathe in oxygen, the oxidation takes place in the atoms of our cell. Also, when we breathe in oxygen, the oxygen incompletely reacts to hydrogen to form the extremely reactive hydroxide ions. This is the reason why we have antioxidants. This prevents the oxidation of body cells by reacting to the hydroxide ion before it reacts to the body cells.
I see. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't understand any of that, but okay.
And then it says, but the production of such antioxidants does not always meet the requirements, and this is when the hydroxide ions, which are left out, start reacting with the body cells. This reduces lifespans of humans.
Something like, well, fire is a type of oxidation.
Yeah. Our insides are burning.
So you peak your body burning your cells instead of calories, basically.
Oh no! I didn't want to burn this stuff. Oh, oh jeez. Anyone who gets that reference gets a cookie.
We all getting a cookie then.
Do you get the reference?
Yeah.
What is it?
Rick and Morty.
Oh, it's SpongeBob, goddammit.
Oh god.
What is it?
He's just drunk. That juice is drunk. He's drunk off ice cream. I'm gonna save this. Yeah, I did save it just now. Why? Why are you so sad?
Surrounded by idiots and a selfish boss who wants the money. And a suicidal that Plankton, he's suicidal.
When's the 24th? 24th is on a oh.
There's a theory on the internet of how Patrick is the deepest character of all time. No, right? No, it was like a theory to make that he has like all these mental disabilities and mental illnesses, and he thinks that all his personas are alternate versions of him in different universes. And
wait, what?
Something made by the theorizer who makes theories.
Oh, I can't add any more people. Can't add any more people.
Weird.
I can't add any more people to the group chat. I want to, but I can't for some reason.
Wait, are people allowed?
Yeah.
Maybe it's because if more than 10 people were to join the call, then there'd be like a big old mess.
Kind of like how it was in the server yesterday.
Probably.
I think it's also because of the potential video streaming very heavy on the servers.
Oh, it'll probably cause it to crash or something like that. Probably like that, yeah.
Do you know any game that has almost unlimited players to join in one bit?
Do you?
No.
Yep, I saved it. I can close the stream now.